Hey guys, welcome back. Here's a quick look at the deck that was played in the previous videos that will either be up before or after this. This is well, I'll let him get into it, so go for it.
Alright, this deck was something I wanted to do for a while, and our team has a rule. We have no more than one clan per deck, and we stuck by the rule for a long time, but the announcer you're hearing now on his channel, he plays Gold Paladins. Well, I didn't want to play Gold Paladins and kind of cock-block him. So he decided he wasn't going to play Spectral Duke, which led me to go crazy to grab all the cards and play Spectral Duke. First off, before I go any further, this is one of the most broken decks that I've ever seen. In this game of luck and skill, consistency is everything. Consistency is your only way to win all the time. And first of all, ride chains are one of the most consistent ways to play. Besides this, Gray and Blue have one, of course Angel Feathers have one, you have the Tsukiyomi that's out right now. They're all great, that's the best way to play the game right now. If not, you're going to fall behind in card advantage. So, obvious. We're going to start with the triggers. You'll see a pattern with my set of triggers, same reasons as before. 4 draw triggers. Once he's checked from the top of your deck, as this deck does call a lot from the top of your deck, boost something by 2,000. For that one turn, it hits the sweet number, 6,000 booster. Great. Hits me that sweet number, I do what I want with that turn, and I can normally lay in the hammer. 4 heal triggers. Duh. Smoke them if you got them. 4 crits. These things are amazing. I can't tell you how many times I would go, alright, let's boost up Duke, drop another card from my hand. Oh look, Dukes and everything now, I'm hitting for over 25. What's up? Love it. Gotta have it. Obvious is obvious. Oh look, another set of crit triggers. This comes down to what I said before. I'm going to repeat again if you didn't see the other video. I like a good defense with an offense, and to do this, 4 heal triggers, 4 draw triggers. Works both ways. You're going to attack me, 1 out of every 2 triggers I'm going to check is going to be beneficial while the other one is not. I don't like stand. Most decks should not run stand. There's only so few decks out there that can pull off a stand, and even then it's 4 to 8. I mean, I've seen Nova Grapplers run 16 stand, and I just laugh at them how horrible the deck is. Yeah, they get lucky. I mean, this game is a luck, but the consistency of it is just garbage. Can't save yourself with a heal trigger, and stands are just bad for this game. They're just really bad, and I think there's like 2 current meta decks that can actually pull it off right now, but 8 crits, 4 draws, 4 heals, it's really a good staple. My only other option would be 6 crit, 6 draw, 4 heal. If I'm playing a very passive deck like Tsukiyomi, it's amazing. 6 draw, 6 crit, 4 heal. I'm trying to keep a very large hand, stay back a bit. Don't be too over aggressive, no more than 4 in a row. But we're not talking about Tsukiyomi yet, or another day. Start grade 1s. Where are they? There they are. Well, this is obvious. Play this card, right on my 0, top 7, grab Duke with the grade 2. Can't really say much more about this card. You don't get this in your hand, the whole chain is not screwed, but you can't do much with it with the broken effects that make Duke one of the best rides currently. I'm not saying him as himself, but the actual riding. Let's move on to other grade 1s. Perfect shields. Again, I prefer 4 over 3, mainly because I run draw triggers. If I don't run draw triggers, 3, because draw triggers are just great fodders for this. Let's get that away. And I said before, 10k boosters for the Vanguard. This one's interesting because I'm always going to have 6, but when my opponent has 6, I get no effect. But if you watch in my videos and how I play, I'm always attacking rear Vanguards. Why? Because that's how I win a lot of my games. Attacking rear Vanguards over Vanguards will win you the game in the long run. If you can hold a field down and hold a hand, and you're slowly picking him away, yeah, the game's going to last an extra 10 minutes, but you're surefiring your wins. I'll explain more about it after, and how I did today. Alright, 4 vanillas. Why? Well, I hit the sweet number with this. Later on, I use grade 3s that do get the extra boost, so I'm always hitting for 20 all the time with these. Sweet number, this deck is mandatory for it. You have to have it. If not, you're not playing Duke right. Moving on to 2s now. You had 14 grade 1s. 2s and 3s always change up a little bit. Well, what can I say? The card that cannot be missed. I can't stress this to you enough. You cannot miss this ride. If you miss one, you ride this, the all is not lost moment. Trust me, I promise you. Mainly because Duke still becomes 11K with this in your soul. This has to be in your soul. If not, Duke's only a measly 10. It's not where you want Duke to be. So, especially when you get attacked a second time with Duke, and you're only 10K, your opponent has, you know, the pop of the Tsukiyomi right now at 11. You're forcing to get a trigger, he throws at a 10, it's a waste, sucks. Gotta have it, must have. Here we go, a little, we're gonna start with the obvious. 3 Bowman. Why? Because everyone loves a 10K vanilla. Done. What more does there to say about Bowman? 3, because I had to cut back on 2 somewhere because there's too many good 2s. I'm always calling from the top of my deck. Basically what Spectral Duke does is, I should explain it for people who don't know what Duke is. Actually, I'll explain it after. Three Flash. This is called a Flash. Horrible with names. Should know this by now. Alright, this card is downright dirty. Her effect rarely goes off for me, but when it does, it's game breaking. It completely changes the game. We'll explain how why. Vanguard. Ride my grade 1. Look at the top cards of my deck. I end my turn by dropping this behind him. Perfectly safe. Most decks cannot pop this. Watch out for the Kagero. It can't be an issue. Just any standard grade 0, grade 1 you don't mind losing. Let's ride your 2. Stupidness goes on. Let's say you took 1 point of damage. Pop it. Top card up your 2 tops of your deck get played. Sometimes it's trigger, sometimes it's grade 3s, and sometimes it's these. This is when it gets funny. You call this from the top of your deck, you play 1 damage. After you call your 2, her effect goes off. Flip a damage, you took the 1, take the top card of your deck, call it again. You just call it 3 for 1. That's a +2. In this game, that's huge. Mainly any game, getting a 2-card advantage is great. But I'm going to get another 2-card advantage early with Duke, so I'm just plussing like crazy. And hitting any more of these, just gravy. Oh, so good. I can't stress enough how amazing it is. Hit ratio, maybe 10% chance with 3. It's not that high, but when it goes off, it's nice. 2 Vivians. People said 4, people say none. Why not 2? I can almost never get her effect off. I'll be honest. I don't. But people hate her. People hate seeing her, and she is a good target for damage. Everyone tries to attack a Vivian. Cool. Why not play her? That's the reason why I play her. Not for the effect. People like attacking her. The obvious. 4 Spectral Duke. Well, one more needs to be said. Dude's a demigod. I mean, he's just downright amazing. Same effect as the grade 2. As long as you have your grade 0, your grade 1, you're riding your 2, you get his effect. Take a card off the field, top 2, 11K. But here's where it gets interesting. This limit break. Sacrifice 3 guys you control. At that time, you get attacked a second time. You lose Twin Drive. Trust me, it's not that bad. Because if they perfect shield your attack with your booster, 21,000 perfect shield, you hit a crit in the draw, give all the power back to him, swing back for another 21. Let him block that. Let him see him try. Plus, I still get to check 1. Alright. No Garmore. I have my reasons. Now, you can argue that Garmore's great for late game, blah blah blah, but nothing beats late game Duke. Late game Duke can win you games. In my video, one of them, late game Duke, sealed the game for me rather quickly. He's just a great finisher. So I'm never really going to ride Garmore. Thinking about 1, maybe, we'll see. Questioning this. These 2 are amazing. As I said earlier, with AK Vanillas, gets me my sweet, sweet 20. I can even get it as early as turn 2 with my grade 2. Can't go wrong with it. Questionable, puts in work. For now, I just like it because if I can't always get the boost behind it, because I'm always calling from the top of my deck, so many times I'm getting extra 2s. Well, since they're not going to waste, I stick them behind him if I have him on the field. At least he can still swing at a Vanguard for 12. Can't go wrong with that. So that's Duke in a nutshell. Basically, Duke right now is just amazing. It's one of the best decks you can play. It's one of the most consistent decks currently right now. It's a very popular ride chain. Today, I went undefeated, 2-0 every game. I haven't lost a single game. Came close to one of them, you'll see in the video. I don't know how the hell I pulled that out, but yeah, just put in work. But all seriousness, it's a great deck. It's got a lot of work to it, and we'll keep trying. I'm going to bring it again next week and a couple weeks after that, and most likely we'll be taking this to the regional in October. Just not much more tweaking needs. It's just, I guess, tweaking around with triggers, and that's about it. So.
Alright, well, feel free to watch the video of the matches, and maybe next week we can check this deck out again in action, and maybe even up against my Azel build, which I know he'll wipe the floor with it, because that's just the type of luck I have anyway. But feel free to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.